Good afternoon, this is Bruce with Mars Auto Parts and Engine Swaps, and today we're going to talk about our harness mod for the 6.7 Powerstroke. We do the harness mods for the 2011 through 2022. So the first thing you need to do is grab your ECM and put that in the box you're going to send us a harness with. Now if you have a 2021 or 2022, you will have to find and locate a 2020 computer so we can program it and it will work with the 21 or 22 harness. The 21 and 22 computers are not unlockable for the purposes of the swap. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your harness and you're going to start at the ECM plug. Plugs right on the ECM, it's a square plug, and you're going to follow that harness, each leg of it, and you're going to start unplugging stuff as you go. You're going to have one that unplugs off the engine harness. It's going to unplug off the glow plug module. It's going to unplug a couple of plugs off the glow plug module. It's going to work its way down to the firewall, and it's going to go inside the firewall. You're going to go around, open up the door, pull all the plastics out of the way, unplug the ends of those wires, and they will all pull through the firewall. Then, from there, it's going to go to the bottom of your fuse box. Now, this is our fuse box plug because we've already modified this one. You're going to have plugs that plug on the bottom of the fuse box, or you're going to send us the whole fuse box attached to it. Then from there, you're going to follow it on across. There's going to be more plugs to unplug. It's going to go to like your headlights, the horn. It's going to go all over the place, but don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about that stuff being in there. We're going to take it out for you. So as you go on around, it's going to plug into your intake ductwork. You're going to have temperature sensors for there. It's going to go around up the driver's side inner fender, and it's going to plug on the transmission module, which is hiding underneath the fender by the hood hinge. It's going to have a couple of wires like this. There's going to be a green one, there's a black one, and a brown one. You're going to unplug all of those. The black one and the brown one go under the cab, so you can just leave that wire in there, but the one that goes on the green plug, that goes to the transmission. So you're going to want to grab that harness and keep it. You don't need to send it to us, just keep it. So once we're done with our project, we strip everything out. Where there's ABS wires in this wire, we strip them out. There's headlight wires in this, we strip them out. So you're left with, back here, the ECM plug. We have ambient air temperature. We have, goes to the engine harness, goes to the glow plug module, goes to the engine harness, goes to the new fuse box that we include. The new fuse box is all self-contained, has the battery wire on it that goes to 12 volts power, constant. It should be on at least a 50 amp fuse, plugs into the harness right there. So this can be mounted inside the cab, under the hood, wherever you want. As you come around here, this also plugs on the glow plug module. Two plugs go on the glow plug module. As we talked earlier, there's going to be these plugs with the yellow insert. Those are for your temperature sensors on the ductwork for the intercooler. As we follow this down even further, we have the yellow wire. That goes to the fuel pump. It is relayed in our fuse box, and this can go direct to the fuel pump. You don't have to worry about any modules or anything. Just tie this right into your fuel pump. Then as we go on further, we have this heavier harness, and this goes to the transmission module. This plug will plug right on your transmission module. This one plugs onto the transmission harness, and that harness goes down and plugs on the side of the transmission. So you want to make sure you save that harness in the first place. So from there, we have our brake pedal wires. Brake pedal wires are very important. They need wired up. One goes to the positive side, like your brake lights. The other side, you're going to use a relay that grounds when it's closed. No, I'm sorry, the relay is going to be grounded when it's not activated. And when it's activated, you'll take another wire off the brake lights and activate the relay, and that opens the relay up so it leaves that wire floating and not connected to anything. Then there's also wires here for your water and fuel sensor. So that's back on the fuel filter assembly. You'll just extend these back and clip off the end of the connector and splice these onto it. We have your ignition switch wires. So we have ignition wire, start wire, and the orange wire is 12 volts coming from our fuse box that you can use to run the ignition switch, or it can be used as a 15 amp accessory. It is fused at 15 amps. So from there, we have our shift up and shift down and tow haul wires. These can be hooked to momentary switches. So for when you're in the manual mode, the shift lever is all the way down, last position. Manual mode, you can control the transmission. Then we have throttle pedal plug. Plugs on the Ford throttle pedal. We can use the F-150 pedal, we can use the F-250 pedal, we can use a Mustang pedal, so it's very versatile. Last but not least, we have the OBD2 port. This is where you can do your diagnostics and tuning. So this will be part of what's mounted inside the cab. This you can mount up underneath the dash, anywhere that's convenient to get to later. So that's it. We do this for you. It's all plug and play, and you can have your truck Powerstroke swapped. The hard part is bolting it in, hooking up drive shafts, hooking up your exhaust, and the biggest thing that we run into is making the engine bay big enough for it to fit. Because we've had to dent firewalls and move stuff and recess radiators into the core support, stuff like that, because they are a big engine. But it's worth it. 400 horsepower, 900 plus foot-pounds of torque. How can you go wrong? Well, that's it for today's tech tip. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.